Good morning, Scott School, on this wonderful Wednesday, May 3rd. I am so excited to be here with you because you are rock stars here at Scott School. I have noticed a lot of respectful, responsible, and safe behavior, bucket filling. To the fullest. It really is a fine day to be a Scott School Panther, and you make it that way. So, thank you, boys and girls. It is such a joy to be here. And speaking of being here, we have a new staff member who has joined us on the morning news. This is Miss Rosalind. Oop, messed up that honorific. It is Miss, not Mrs. So Miss Rosalind. Miss Rosalind is joining us, and she will be here not every day, but maybe a couple times a week or sometimes once a week. It'll rotate because she supports Shavy Road and she's also over at Herbison Woods this year. And her job is called a Dean of Students. And this is a new position that we have here in DeWitt. We're so over the moon excited about it. Her job is to support our students with problem solving and expected behavior and feeling really good about how things are going at school and following our rules and all that bucket filling stuff. She's here to make sure that our school is run to the fullest and to be a support person and another trusted adult for you, in addition to your classroom teacher and every other adult that you work with here at school. So, such a joy. Today, she will be here all day. You will likely see her in the lunchroom, on the playground. She might even push into classrooms to just be an observer and start to meet students and develop those relationships, and staff too, because we're so happy to have her on our team. We all want to be a part of her special day here at Scott School. So you'll see her today. You'll also see her Friday and in the coming weeks. So thank you for joining us. We're so happy to see you. Great. Good news. Boys and girls, have you been fab with vocab? Our word of the week is methodical. And I'm telling you, Mrs. Schwartz and I, we giggle a lot. I know we do. Sometimes I just shake my head. But um, Mrs. Schwartz is less methodical than Mrs. Reha. And we giggle about this because that is kind of called unconventional. That's another big word, maybe a fab with vocab word for the future. She really can do things on the fly and she can just kind of problem solve right then, right there in the moment. And I'm more methodical. I like to think things through and have things pretty organized and ready to roll. And she does a great job with that too. But she just is really crafty at doing things right there in the moment. So it's really nice. She likes to tell you she can sing too. I know she's amazing at all sorts of things. It is really nice, boys and girls, to have diverse learners and people in our life. And like we talked about inclusion for our Fab with Vocab word a couple of weeks ago, this is one of those situations, the example I gave today, where Mrs. Schwartz and I are very different in lots of ways, but we actually complement each other. And I admire her for her strengths. And I'd like to think that she kind of likes my methodical ways sometimes, maybe not always, but sometimes. But we have a really wonderful relationship and we are very different and diverse. And so we're still inclusive with one another. So you can take these Fab with Vocab words and you can mix them together and find out all sorts of awesome ways to use them in context. So be Fab with Vocab. Use methodical in your conversations, include it in your writing, find it in your reading, and we'll see what next week presents for a new word. And now on to Mrs. Schwartz. Have a great day.
Why, thank you, Ranger Reha. My friends, we've got a few Panther Pride winners. Congratulations to Nora and Isaac from Mrs. Denning's room. Mrs. Crumb's room, we've got Blake and Jax. And from Mrs. Hyde's room, Lily and Evan. Oh, we are always so proud of you. Great work, everybody. Now let's please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Scott School.